Hello students, welcome to chemistry class. Some basic concepts of chemistry part 10. So in this session we are going to discuss about reactions in solution. So we know that in laboratory majority of the reactions are carried out in solutions. So therefore first we have to understand what is solution and how the concentration of the solution is expressed. So first let us know what is solution. So solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more components. It is an homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture of two or more component. The component which is present in larger amount or the larger quantity is known as solvent, and the component which is present in smaller amount or the smaller quantity is known as solute. So therefore, in a solution we have the two component. If it is having two component, that is called as binary solution. Binary means two component. So one is solvent, another one is solute. Solvent is present in larger amount and solute is present in a smaller amount. And the concentration of the solution is expressed in two types, that is qualitative and the quantitative. So in quantitative and qualitative, in qualitative it is expressed as concentrated solution and dilute solution. So concentrated solution means relatively larger amount of solute is present, then it is known as concentrated solution. And we have another term, that is dilute solution. So dilute solutions means relatively smaller amount of the solutes are present, then it is known as a dilute solution. But actually the concentration of a solution means it is the amount of solute which is present in a particular amount of solvent or the solution. So generally the amount of the solute is generally taken either in grams or in number of moles. So similarly the amount of the solvent or solution is taken either in mass or in volume. So therefore to express the concentration of the solution we have the different terms. The terms which are used to express the concentration of the solution. So we have four different terms. The first one is mass percent. It is also known as weight percent and it is represented as W by W percent. So that is both are taken in mass. The second one is mole fraction. Mole fraction, and mole fraction is represented by the symbol X. Third one is molarity. So molarity is represented by capital letter M, and the fourth one is molality of the solution. So molality is represented by small letter M. So now discuss one by one in detail. So first let us consider the mass percent of the solution. So we know that percent means it is calculated for 100. So therefore mass percent is the number of parts by mass of the solute, which is present in 100 parts by mass of the solution. That means if you have taken exactly 100 parts of solution, so that part is taken in mass. That means if you have taken exactly 100 grams of the solution, the number of grams of solute present is known as mass percent. So in mass percent we have the different terms. Mass by mass percent, W by W ಅಂತ represent ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So similarly volume, mass by volume, W by V percent ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. V by V percent. We have the different types of mass percent. So ನಿಮಗೆ first PUC ಇರೋದು that is only the mass percent, that is W by W percent. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ಸ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಐದರ್ ಮಾಸ್, ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆರ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್. ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ವೇಟ್ ಬೈ ವೇಟ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್, ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. Therefore, to calculate the mass percent, we have the equation. That equation is given by W by W percent. That is weight percent or the mass percent of a solute is equal to mass of solute. Mass of solute into 100. So, divided by mass of solution. Mass of solution. So mass of solution means, so we know that solution has two components. It is a binary solution, solute and the solvent. Therefore mass of solution is equal to mass of solute plus mass of solvent, or you can take mass of solution. So therefore mass of solute into 100 divided by mass of solution is the formula to calculate the mass percent. Okay, so now consider, so if we have the solution and it is expressed as 10% of glucose solution. So we have 10% of glucose solution. So 10% of glucose solution means, that means which containing 10 grams of glucose in 100 gram of solution. So 10 grams of glucose is present in 100 grams of solution, then it is known as a 10% solution. So 100 gram of solution means the 10 gram of glucose is dissolved in 90 grams of solvent, that is water. So 90 grams of an water. Clear? So therefore 10%, ಯಾವುದೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, so if they are mentioning as 10% of the solution means, so that means 10 gram of solute is present in 100 grams of the solution. So mass of solute becomes 10 and mass of the solution is 100 gram, and mass of the solvent is 100 minus 10, that is 90 gram. Okay, so now consider one example. So let us consider a solution is prepared. A solution is prepared by dissolving 2 gram of a substance in 2 grams of a substance in 18 gram of water. Find the mass percent of that solution. So find the mass percent. So a solution is prepared by dissolving 2 gram of substance. That is, the mass of the solute is 2 gram and mass of the solvent is 18 gram. So we have the formula, weight by weight percent is equal to mass of solute. The mass of solute is given, that is 2 grams divided by mass of solution. The mass of solution is mass of solute plus solvent. Mass of solute is 2 and mass of solvent is 18, that into 100. That is equal to, so 2 divided by 2 plus 18, that is 20. 2 into 100, so divided by 20. So 2 into 100 divided by 20. So 2 tens are and 10 tens are. So therefore that is equal to 10%. The mass percent of the solution is 10%. Okay. So now consider one more example. A solution is prepared. So example 2. A solution is prepared, so by dissolving 4 grams of a substance in 18 gram of water. In 18 grams of water. So now mass by mass percent is equal to mass of solute. The mass of solute is 4 into 100 divided by the mass of solute 4 plus mass of solvent, that is 18. So therefore, so it is calculated as 4 into 100 divided by 18 plus 4, that is equal to 22. Okay, so 4 into 100, so divided by 22. Okay, so on calculating we get 400 divided by 22, that is equal to 18.18%. Therefore, the mass percent of the solution is 18.18%. Okay, so it is very easy. The mass of the solute divided by mass of the solution and multiplied by 100, we get the mass percent. Okay, clear? So then let us go for the second concentration term, that is mole fraction. Mole fraction, it is represented by the symbol X. Mole fraction, name allide, fraction ide, yavudradu fraction tagoltivi, mole. That is the number of moles of the solute and total number of moles of the solution. So therefore, mole fraction is defined as, it is the ratio of number of moles of the component. So generally it is a solute for the solution, the number of moles of solute to the total number of moles. So let us consider, we have the binary solution, so which containing a component A and B, which containing the component A and B. So now let us consider, so you have to calculate the mole fraction of A and B. So now consider Na is the number of moles of component A and Nb is the number of moles of component B. So we know that how to find the number of moles if the mass is given, that is given mass divided by molar mass. If the number of moles is directly given, then you have to take the number of moles of the component, number of moles of A and number of moles of B. So then the mole fraction of a component A, so mole fraction is represented by X and it is for A, therefore XA. Mole fraction of A is equal to the number of moles of that component. Now yavudradu mole fraction calculate ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, so ಅದ್ರದ್ದು number of moles ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. Mole fraction of A means the number of moles of A divided by total number of moles. So we have only two components, therefore the number of moles of A plus the number of moles of B. So this is the mole fraction of A. So similarly, so if you have to calculate the mole fraction of B, that is the component B, so then XB is equal to, so you have to calculate for B, therefore the number of moles of B divided by, so divided by the total number of moles, Na plus Nb. So one more, always remember the sum of the mole fraction of all the components in a mixture. So sum of mole fraction of all the components in a mixture is always equal to 1. So therefore the mole fraction of A plus mole fraction of B is equal to 1. So now consider this equations XA plus XB. So now substitute the value Na divided by Na plus Nb. So plus number of moles of, that is mole fraction of B, number of moles of B divided by Na plus Nb. So by solving this one, we get Na plus Nb divided by Na plus Nb. So which uncancel, that gives 1. So therefore always remember the sum of the mole fraction of all the components in the mixture is always equal to unity. So thus mole fraction is defined as, it is the ratio of number of moles of that component to the total number of moles. So if the masses of the components are given, so first calculate the number of moles of that component by using the formula number of moles is equal to given mass divided by molar mass. Okay, so let us consider some examples how to calculate the mole fraction. So So first example. Okay. Okay. So now consider a question. A tank is charged with 0.5 grams of, so 1 minute, sorry, 0.5 into 10 to the power 3 moles of 10 to the power of 3 moles of oxygen and 4.5 into 10 to the power of 3 moles of helium. So find the mole fractions of each component. So find the mole fraction of each component. That means you have to calculate for both oxygen and for the helium. So now the given solution. So given the number of moles of oxygen is given. The number of moles of oxygen is equal to 0.5 into 10 to the power 3. And the number of moles of helium is also given, that is equal to 4.5 into 10 to the power 3. Therefore, mole fraction of oxygen is equal to, so mole fraction of oxygen is equal to number of moles of oxygen 0.5 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by total number of moles 0.5 into 10 power 3 plus 4.5 into 10 to the power of 3. So by adding these two, we get 0.5 plus 4.5, that is equal to 5. Therefore 5 into 10 to the power 3. So 10 power 3 cancelled. So then that is equal to 0.1. Therefore the mole fraction of oxygen is 0.1. So then we have to find out the mole fraction of helium. So mole fraction of helium is calculated by two methods. So one is we know that sum of the mole fraction of all the components is equal to 1. So therefore by using the formula, the mole fraction of helium plus mole fraction of oxygen is equal to 1. So mole fraction of oxygen is already calculated and it is 0.1. Therefore mole fraction of helium is equal to 1 minus 0.1, that is equal to 0.9. So by using the same formula, we also calculate the mole fraction of helium. So mole fraction of helium is equal to the number of moles of helium, that is 4.5 into 10 to the power of 3. So divided by total number of moles. So total number of moles is 5 into 10 to the power 3. So 10 power 3 is cancelled. So and 4.5 divided by 5, that is equal to 0.9. So now check mole fraction of oxygen and mole fraction of helium. So by adding these two, we get 1. Therefore sum of the mole fraction of the all components in the mixture is always equal to 1. Clear? So now consider one more example. The second question, second example, determine mole fraction of methanol CH3OH, so methanol and water in a solution prepared by prepared by dissolving 9.6 gram of methanol in 180 gram of water. 180 gram of water. Okay. So now consider. So here the masses of methanol and water is given. Here the number of moles are not given. Number of moles kottilla, mass kottidare. Therefore first you have to find out the number of moles of methanol. So methanol is taken as A. So na idana A anta barkodtini. So water na B anta tagoltene. Okay. So therefore the number of moles of A, that is methanol, is equal to mass divided by molar mass. The mass of methanol given is 9.6 and the molar mass of methanol. So for methanol the molar mass is carbon, atomic number is 12 and 4 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom. So therefore 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 2 plus 32. Therefore the molar mass is 32. So 9.6 divided by 32. So 9.6 divided by 32. So we know that 32 3s are 96. Therefore 9.6 divided by 32 is equal to 0.3. Therefore the number of moles of A is equal to 0.3. So similarly calculate the number of moles of water. Number of moles of water. The mass given is 180 and molar mass of water is 18. Therefore the number of moles of water is equal to 10. Therefore the number of moles of the two components are known. So then calculate mole fraction of methanol. Mole fraction of methanol is equal to the number of moles, that is 0.3 divided by total number of moles. So total number of moles is 0.3 plus 10. So therefore that is equal to 10.3. So 0.3 divided by 10.3. 0.3 divided by 10.3, that value is equal to 0.029. Therefore the mole fraction of ethanol is 0.029. So then mole fraction of water. So mole fraction of water is equal to the number of moles of water is 10 and total number of moles is 10.3. That is equal to 10 divided by 10.3, 0.971. So 0.971. Our mole fraction of water can also be calculated 1 minus 0.029. By adding these two we get 1. Therefore mole fraction of A and B. Okay. So masses are given. So idna correct nodಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, mass kottaga first we have to find out the number of moles, then we have to calculate mole fraction. Now consider the third example. So third example, 2 moles of a solute is dissolved in 1 kg is dissolved in 1 kg of water. Find the mole fraction of, so find the mole fraction of a solute. Mole fraction of a solute. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ solute ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ, not for the water. Okay. So here the solute ಅಲ್ಲಿ number of moles ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So solvent is water and for water they given the mass. Therefore, so number of moles of solute is known. Then we have to calculate the number of moles of the solvent, that is water. So therefore, the number of moles of solute, you have to take it as an A. So solute na nanu A anta tagolta idini. So water na B anta tagolna. Okay. So number of moles of A is given, that is equal to 2 moles, and number of moles of water, that is number of moles of water is equal to mass divided by molar mass. The mass given is 1 kg. Okay. So it is converted into grams. 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. 1000 divided by molar mass of water is 18. So 1000 by 18, that is equal to 55.5. So 55.55 agate, you take it as 55.56. Then calculate the mole fraction of a solute, that is XA, is equal to the number of moles of solute divided by total number of moles. The number of moles of solute plus water, that is 55.56. Therefore, mole fraction is equal to 2 divided by 55 plus 2, that is 57.56. So, on calculating, so 2 divided by 57.56, that is equal to 0.035. Therefore, the mole fraction of a solute is equal to 0.035. Clear? Okay. So, then the third concentration term. The third concentration term is molarity, and the fourth one is molality. Okay. So, molarity is defined as the number of moles of solute present in 1 dm cube or 1 liter of the solution. Okay. So, here the amount of the solute is taken in number of moles and the amount of the solution is taken in volume. So, 1 liter solution alli ಎಷ್ಟು number of moles of solute present ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, so that is known as molarity. So, molarity is given by the letter M. So, molarity is defined as the number of moles of solute present in 1 liter or 1 dm cube of the solution. Okay, now consider. So, for example, we have taken sodium hydroxide solution, an aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide. So, it is prepared. So, by dissolving 40 grams of sodium hydroxide, so in 1 liter of solution. So, 1 liter of solution. So, not 1 liter of water. So, aqueous solution anta helidaga water na solvent agi use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So, water na 1 liter ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. Solute plus solvent ಎರಡು ಸೇರಿದಾಗ that must be equal to 1 liter, and that 1 liter of solution must contain 1 mole of solute, then it is called as 1 molar solution. So, we know that the molar mass of sodium hydroxide is 40. So, therefore, 40 grams of sodium hydroxide is dissolved means, that means what? 1 mole of sodium hydroxide is dissolved in 1 liter of the solution. So, therefore, 1 mole of sodium hydroxide is dissolved in 1 liter of solution. So, then that solution is called as 1 molar solution. So, molar andre capital M represent ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So, that is known as 1 molar solution. So, 1 molar solution meaning is that 1 mole of solute is present in 1 liter of the solution. So, similarly, if the solution is 2 molar, so 2 molar solution ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ 2 mole of solute is present in 1 liter of the solution. Therefore, 2 molar solution contains 80 grams of sodium hydroxide, because 1 mole is equal to 40 grams means the 2 mole of NaOH is equal to 80 grams. Therefore, 2 molar sodium hydroxide solution which containing the 80 grams of sodium hydroxide. Therefore, to find out the molarity of the solution, so we have the formula. So that formula is given by molarity of the solution is equal to the number of moles of solute. The number of moles of solute, so divided by volume of solution in liter. So nalli subscript alli L anta barita idane, that indicates the volume is measured in liter. So number of moles present in 1 liter of the solution, that gives the molarity. But many of the times we are not using the number of moles. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಸಸ್ ನ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ದಟ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್. ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಸ್ಮಾಲರ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮಿಲಿ ಲೀಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. therefore the number of moles is converted into mass and volume in liter is converted into milliliter. So we know that the number of moles is equal to mass divided by molar mass, and 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. So by using this, so we have the formula, so mass of solute into 1000 divided by molar mass into volume of solution in milliliter. Okay. So therefore molarity of the solution is calculated either by using this equation or by using this equation. Okay. So if the masses are given, separate agi ನೀವು ಮಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಲೀಟರ್ ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಿಲಿ ಲೀಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ we can find out the molarity of the solution. Clear? So and the unit used to measure the molarity is equal to, so number of moles, therefore mole per volume is in liter, mole per liter is an unit for molarity of the solution. So molality is also same. So the next one is molality. So molality is represented by the small letter m. The difference is only the amount of the solvent. So molality is also the number of moles of solute which is present in 1 kg of solvent, which is present in 1 kg of solvent. So therefore molality is equal to the number of moles of solute divided by the mass of solvent in kg. So mass of solvent in kg. ಸೊ ಮೊಲಾಲಿಟಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಮೊಲಾರಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ 1 ಲೀಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್, ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ನು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ವೆಂಟ್. ಇದೆರಡು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಮೊಲಾರಿಟಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್ in 1 liter of solution, number of moles in 1 kg of the solvent. So therefore it is converted into, so mass of solute, so mass of solute is represented as W2 into 1000 divided by molar mass of the solute into mass of solvent, that is W1, so which is in gram. So mass of solvent in gram. By using these formulas we can calculate the molarity and molality of the solution. Clear? Okay. So these are the 4 concentration terms. So in the next class we will discuss about how to find out the molarity and molality of the solution, and what is the relation between molarity and molality of the solution, and how to dilute the solutions. After diluting, what is the concentration of the solution. Okay. So all these we will discuss in the next class. Okay. Thank you all.